You are watching Market Watch, the brief overview of the key events from the world of finance. The World Bank has published another forecast that is encouraging for investors and ordinary citizens. According to analysts at one of the most reputable financial institutions, a rollback in 2024 will not be enough to trigger a global recession. World Bank analysts do not rule out a slowdown in the global economy. But, in their opinion, it will not be strong enough to cause a recession, as it was during the global financial crisis of 2008. This is definitely good news for investors in the US stock market and less good news for gold buyers. However, this is just another forecast and the market reaction corresponds to this statement. Pay attention to the key US stock indexes. For example, the S&P 500, after explosive growth on Monday, was stuck in a narrow price range. Also, the activity of Bitcoin buyers has significantly decreased. At first glance, these markets have little in common, but now they have one common denominator. It's about waiting for an important event that can have a strong impact on these markets. Let's start with the US stock market, whose investors are waiting for the publication of inflation data. Its growth, especially exceeding the forecast, can put strong pressure on stock indexes. Indeed, in this case, the probability of a reduction in the key interest rate by the Federal Reserve will decrease. Recall that it is the expectation of easing the monetary policy of the American regulator that contributes to the growth of the share price. Returning to the cryptocurrency market, I will draw attention to the upcoming announcement of the decision of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission on applications for the creation of Bitcoin ETFs. Most likely, this event will divide the stage of existence of this market into before and after, although there are many theories. One of them takes into account the repetition of the events of December 2017. Recall that in 2017, Bitcoin futures were first introduced on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. And already on December 19, a wave of sales began, as a result of which Bitcoin collapsed by more than 80%. Is it possible to repeat the events of the end of 2017? This is a question that almost every trader and investor in the cryptocurrency market asks themselves. And although it is impossible to completely exclude this scenario, its probability is not so high. This is also indicated by statements from representatives of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission that the Bitcoin ETF will be an important milestone in the integration of cryptocurrencies into major financial markets. Most likely, 2024 and 2025 will be the beginning of deep integration of cryptocurrencies in the banking sector. This is the most important stage in the development of the market, which allows us to radically change it. That's all I have. Follow the news carefully and be prepared for all the surprises of the market.